Good morning, students. Today's topic is Cooperative Marketing Societies and NAFED, National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation. Here in earlier classes, we have discussed about agriculture marketing system. The effective agriculture marketing system is beneficial to all farmers who have marketable surplus. And here the effective marketing system is beneficial to all farmers to some extent. And a major part of benefits goes to large and big holders or landlords who have more marketable surplus. Here, small and marginal farmers sell their surplus to the money lenders or middlemen for low prices for their credit requirements. So, here it is very essential to form cooperative societies for getting fair and better prices. Now, I will discuss one by one through PPT. Here, the Cooperative Marketing Societies Act 1912 was passed in 1912 year. In 1945, and various committees appointed by the Government of India. In 1945, the Cooperative Planning Committee was appointed by the government, and this committee recommended that at least 25% of the marketable surplus should be sold through cooperative societies. The All India Rural Committee, Rural Credit Survey, appointed in 1951, this survey revealed that out of 75 districts selected from the survey, there was no cooperative marketing in 63 districts. Out of 75 districts, there were no cooperative marketing societies in 63 districts. So this survey, the All India Rural Credit Survey, recommended that the establishment of primary agriculture societies as important mandis or markets in rural areas. And the first 5-year plan, 1951 to 56, laid stress on or focused on the establishment of agriculture marketing and processing cooperative societies. And since 1951 onwards, the number of societies dealing with the sale of agriculture produce has increased at an accelerated rate or increasing rate. And next committee, the All India Review Committee, established in or appointed in 1969, this committee recommended that strengthening of cooperative marketing because they could be helpful to government agencies in the execution of price support policies. Next, what is the meaning of cooperative societies? Here, the Cooperative Sales Association or societies is a voluntary business organization and established by its members to market farm products collectively for their direct benefit. Here, cooperative societies established by its members to market their agriculture products for their direct benefit without any intermediaries. Here, the members are the owners or operators or contributors of the commodities, nothing but farmers. And they are the direct beneficiaries of the savings. No intermediaries or middlemen involved in this activity. And here various functions of agriculture cooperative marketing: to market the produce of the members of the society at fair prices, and second one, to protect the members from excessive marketing cost and malpractices by the middlemen. Here marketing cost, excessive marketing cost means transporting costs, storage costs, or octroi charges, then dalali charges, and marketing margins goes to middlemen. So these are all marketing costs and malpractices. And farmers protect from marketing costs and malpractices. And next one, storage facilities provided to the farmers, grading and marketing information. Here, in grading and marketing information or standardization, this can be done more easily for cooperative agency than individual farmer. Here, government involvement is more in grading and marketing information activities. And bargaining power, farmers getting more bargaining power than individual farmer through cooperative societies. Credit facilities, another important feature. Here, credit facilities in the sense to make more credit facilities available to the members in the cooperative societies. And next one, transport facilities. Here, large or bulk transport of agriculture produce by the societies is easier and cheaper. So sometimes the societies have their own means of transport, right? This automatically reduces cost of agricultural produce in the market. And next one, agent to the government. And cooperative societies act as an agent of the government for the procurement of food grains and implementation of price support policy. And next, supply of inputs. Here, cooperative societies arrange for the supply of inputs required by the farmers, such as improved seeds, fertilizers, insecticides, and pesticides, etc. Those are all agricultural inputs. And next one, processing of agriculture produce. The cooperative societies undertake various processing activities like oil seeds, pressing of cotton, etc. These are all functions of agriculture cooperative marketing societies. So farmers will gain better prices or fair prices through cooperative marketing societies, and they will protect from marketing costs and malpractices by the middlemen, and they'll get good storage facilities and grading facilities and marketing information, and they have a strong bargaining power for getting fair prices. And credit facilities, government also provides credit facilities through banks, cooperative banks, and they'll get good transport facilities. And the cooperative societies act as an agent to the government, and these societies will provide supply of inputs to the farmers. And last one, these societies, cooperative societies, undertake various processing activities like crushing oil seeds, ginning, and pressing of cotton mills, cotton, etc. Types of cooperative marketing societies. What are the types here? First one, single commodity cooperative marketing societies. They deal in the marketing of only one agriculture commodity, that is single commodity cooperative marketing society. Example, sugarcane. Sugarcane cooperative marketing society, that is only related to sugarcane. And cotton cooperative marketing society, that is related to cotton. And oil seeds cooperative marketing society. Here single commodity cooperative marketing society deals with only one single agricultural commodity, either sugarcane or cotton or oil seed, etc. Oil seeds, etc. Next, second type, multi-commodity cooperative marketing societies. Here, they deal in the marketing of large number of commodities produced by the members like food grains, oil seeds, cotton, etc. Most of the cooperative societies comes under this type. Multi-commodity means here society deals with multiple goods or multiple commodities, agricultural commodities produced by the farmers. And multi-purpose, multi-commodity cooperative marketing societies. These societies market a large number of commodities and perform some other duties like providing credit to the members, arranging supply of inputs, and meeting their requirements of essential domestic consumption goods, etc. Here, single commodity deals with only one commodity, any one commodity, and multi-commodity means here various agriculture products like food grains, oil seeds, cotton, etc. And last one, multi-purpose and multi-commodity cooperative marketing societies. It will provide not only uh, deals with commodities but also performs various other activities like credit needs or providing credit to the farmers, supply of inputs, and essential domestic consumption goods, etc. For meeting essential domestic consumption goods, etc. Structure of cooperative marketing societies. It has three-tier structure. It has a three-tier structure. Here, cooperative marketing societies has three-tier structure generally. Many states has a three-tier structure, and our state also confined to three-tier structure. First one, primary cooperative societies. Primary cooperative societies form the base of market level and help the farmers in getting better and fair prices. Here, primary cooperative societies help in getting fair and better prices. At present, nearly 6,980 primary cooperative societies according to 1987-88 data. And the second one, central marketing societies. These generally operate over the entire district, and the main function is to advance or providing credit to the primary societies and also help in trade in agricultural produce. Nearly 500 central marketing societies working at district level in India, according to 1987-88 data. And next one, State Marketing Federation. It is an apex institution at the state level. It helps guide and supervise all marketing institutions in the state. They buy and sell agricultural produce or agricultural commodities and provide credit and other facilities to central and primary cooperative societies. There are 29 state level cooperative marketing federations in India. And these are three-tier structure related to states. Primary cooperative societies at base level, central cooperative societies at district level, state marketing federation at state level. And the last one, National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited, NAFED, NAFED. It is an apex cooperative organization. It deals with distribution, procurement, export, and import of selected commodities, agricultural commodities. Here, it is a central agency for undertaking price support operations for pulses, as well as oil seeds and other perishable commodities like potatoes, onion, grapes, etc. This is NAFED at national level. Next one, Andhra Pradesh Market Federation, AP Market Fed. Andhra Pradesh Market Federation was established in the year 1957 uh, with its headquarters at Hyderabad. It is an apex organization in the cooperative sector, and uh, it caters to the needs of the farming community through cooperative marketing societies. So, AP Market Federation is an apex organization to provide the needs of the farming community or agricultural community through cooperative marketing societies. Here, after state bifurcation, its head office located at Vijayawada, and now it has total of 13 district corporate marketing societies, central marketing societies, and 1063 primary agriculture cooperative societies. Here, the management of Market Federation is vested with an elected board represented by government. The present board consists of 7 directors and 5 government nominees and managing director of AP Market Federation. Next, total membership of the organization at present 1,546 societies, and member organization here district central cooperative marketing societies 13, primary agriculture cooperative societies 1063, and AP cooperative bank 1, and government of Andhra Pradesh. These are member organizations. Here, district cooperative marketing society and primary agriculture cooperative societies help in the supply of input to the farmers. This is the main objective of AP Market Federation, and it will help in supplying inputs to the farmers and marketing the commodities produced by the farmers. And the second objective, the Andhra Pradesh Cooperative Bank help in financing the activities of district cooperative marketing societies and primary agriculture cooperative marketing societies. Here, it will provide loans to the farmers or finance or credit facilities to the cooperative societies, not farmers. And next one, support price. It will undertake price support operations for agriculture produce, and it also acts as an agent to the government for procurement, supply and distribution of agriculture commodities. And next, it will provide warehousing facilities, and it also encourages agro-based industries as part of value addition. Next, progress of cooperative marketing in India. There are 2 types of cooperative marketing structure in India. What are those 2 types here? 2-tier system is one type, and 3-tier system is another type. Here, 2-tier system, under this type, under this 2-tier system, there is 2-tier system with primary societies at the base level, means village level, At village level, primary societies established, and state level, state societies at apex. So here under two-tier system, there are only two categories: primary societies at the base and state societies at the apex. Under second category, there is three-tier system, and our Andhra Pradesh Federation also comes under three-tier system. Here there is primary societies at village level, and central marketing societies at district level, and state marketing societies at apex level. And next one, here progress of cooperative marketing in India. Here the task of developing cooperative marketing was initiated in second 5-year plan based on the recommendations of All India Rural Credit Survey report, and this report extended to third plan also. At present, cooperative marketing structure comprises 2,633 primary cooperative societies at mandi level or village level, and 3,290 specialized primary marketing societies for oil seeds, and 172 district or central federations, and National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited at national level. So at present, there are 2,633 primary cooperative marketing societies at national level, at village level, and here 3,290 specialized primary marketing societies for oil seeds or cotton, sugarcane, etc. 172 district or central federations at district level, and national level, National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation at national level. Progress, another important point regarding progress: the value of agriculture produce marketed through the cooperative marketing societies increased from 53 crores in 1955-56 to 738 crores in mid-90s, means 1990s. And the produce marketed through these societies, nearly 8 to 10% of marketed surplus. Here, only 8 to 10% of marketed surplus through cooperative societies in India. And the important commodities through cooperative societies like food grains, fruits, vegetables, plantation crops, cotton, oil seeds, etc. Next one, National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation. Here, NAFED was established in 1958. The main objective is to promote the trade of agriculture produce and forest resources. And its headquarters at New Delhi. It has 4 regional offices at Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. Right? Next, 28 zonal offices in state capitals or capitals of states and big cities. Basically, it is a nodal agency. It is a nodal agency to implement price stabilization measures under Operation Green. It aims to double farmers' income by 2022. Here, Operation Greens means it is a project approved by Ministry of Food Processing Industries with the target to stabilize the supply of tomatoes, onion, potato. These three considered as top crops: TOP, T for tomatoes, O for onion, P for potato. So top crops in India, introduced in 2018-19 budget. So here Operation Greens is a project approved by Ministry of Food Processing Industries for stabilizing the supply of tomatoes, onion, potato. These three crops means top tomatoes, onion, potato crops in India. It was introduced in 2018-19 budget. And here NAFED along with FCA under the scheme of PM ASHA to ensure remunerative or better prices or fair prices to the farmers. Here PM ASHA means Pradhan Mantri Annadata Samraksha Abhiyan to ensure better prices to farmers for their agriculture produce. This is another program introduced by our government. Here along with FCA, NAFED along with FCA. So NAFED is the apex cooperative marketing organization dealing with procurement, distribution, export and import of selected agricultural products or commodities. And NAFED is a central agency for undertaking price support operations for non-perishable commodities like pulses, oilseeds, and other perishable goods like potatoes, onion, grapes, oranges, eggs, apples, chilies, etc. What are the objectives involved here? To coordinate and promote the marketing and trading activities of its cooperative institutions. And the second one, supply of agriculture inputs. To make arrangements for supply of agriculture inputs required by its members. So it will supply agriculture inputs to the members, and it also promote interstate, means within the country, and international trade in agricultural and other products. Last one, to act as an agent. Here NAFED act as an agent of the government, central government, for the purchase, sale, storage and distribution of agriculture products and as well as inputs. What are the activities involved in NAFED? National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited performs various activities or duties like internal trade. First one means within the state. Second one, international trade related to exports and imports. And last one, price support operations. Let us discuss about internal trade. Here, internal trade, regarding internal trade, NAFED is engaged in various activities related to interstate trade like food grains, pulses, oilseeds, cotton, jute, fruits, eggs, etc. All agricultural commodities particularly. Here, with a view to get better prices or fair prices to the farmers. So, internal trade, trading activity also played a vital role. And here the objectives of internal trade operations are both market support to the farmers and maintaining supply of commodities to the consumers at reasonable prices. So NAFED purchases agriculture commodities through cooperatives, primary societies, or through cooperatives and public sector organizations and other state agencies. Next, international trade, export-import of agriculture commodities. Exports of agriculture commodities through cooperative marketing system developed on a large scale basis. NAFED exports agriculture commodities, particularly onions, potatoes, ginger, garlic, um, fresh and processed fruits, vegetables, turmeric, jowar, cereals like rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, ragi, etc. And even jute bags to various countries like, and even jute bags, it will export jute bags to various countries like Sri Lanka, England, Canada, Fiji, Japan, USA, Australia, etc. And here, not only exports, it played a vital role regarding imports of agriculture commodities. Uh, NAFED also arranges imports of pulses, fresh fruits, dry fruits, and particularly inputs like fertilizers, machineries, etc. And last and final one, price support operations. NAFED is being appointed as an agency of the government to undertake support price for purchasing commodities like groundnuts, soya bean, then mustard seeds, etc. since 1977-78. And since 1991 onwards, National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation has been designated as nodal agency. It is a nodal agency or big agency for undertaking price support operations for oil seeds, pulses, etc. So, well, students, this is the structure of cooperative marketing societies, and another topic, NAFED, National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation. Hope you understood this topic. I'll meet again in next topic, agricultural pricing policy. Thank you.